if the players... You're proving my point. No, you're proving the point. We're fucking 15th.
It's on the
We're 15th. We are 15th, sir. We are 15th. We are 5 points away from relegation. Yeah? We are closer to the bottom than the top, bro. We ain't winning Europa. There's no European football next year.
Either way, you didn't beat us. And the time before that, you didn't beat us. So, man ain't worried about you, man.
Oh, okay.
I'll be real.
All right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Last season where you nearly won the league, you didn't beat us.
Okay.
Not once.
Arsenal didn't beat Fulham. Are Fulham better than Arsenal?
That's not the point. I'm saying I don't care about you, man. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't care about you, man.
Fun and games until a ball got to get kicked.
Listen, you see that Klopp aura and that aura started to fade. You know the ones, and now it's not even Klopp no more. It's not even Klopp no more, bro. You see the aura thing that you had, thing that you had. I can't wait because, brother, I swear to you, bro, you man need to win, bro. Because, blood, if we beat Liverpool, brother, I'll be real. Change your number.
Whoa, now you got too much dip on your chip.
Welcome to another episode of Big Six Banter, the Liverpool Therapy Show. I'm joined by Drift and obviously Cal from Kopesh, and obviously we've got, of course, Famzone's very own Dean in the house as well, man. Obviously we're back last week, you know, for reason obviously we couldn't, you know, celebrations and whatnot, parades to attend to, you know. Sometimes we have bigger fish to fry, you know what I'm saying, as the Arsenal fans would like to say. And we were away, but it's good to be back officially, of course, as well, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to Kopesh. It's in the title. Make sure you subscribe to Famzone TV. It's in the title. Smash the like button on your way in if you're watching it back as well. And we've got a few things to attend to, man. We've got a few things to speak about. The likes of Diaz, Florian Wirtz. Another bid rejected, but you know, probably gonna have another bid. Probably even 142 million euros just because we got the juice like that. You know what I'm saying? We got the money like that. And obviously, Kerkez is edging ever so closer as well. And obviously, there's some Gyökeres whispers as well. And of course, the Mbeumo stuff to Man United, of course, is the main news that's obviously been going around today. But man, how are we doing? How are we?
Yeah, man, all good, man. Good. All good.
Love that, man. Love that. Obviously, chat. Make sure you guys are getting well involved as usual. Big up the Kopesh community as well. Hennessy, Lauren, Big Yard, Troy King, Kingsman, SK, Robert Arnold, and so many more. And of course, we got a little bit of a promo video as well for the people them. So I'm gonna let that play. And then obviously, as soon as that's done, we're gonna get to the topics. But you lot, I'll let this video play. There you go, man. Your smart DNS VPN is in the description below, man. So you guys go run now, man.
Congratulations on the sponsor. Well done, bro. But Love Island is diabolical, bro.
Hey, listen, listen. If guy, you don't like Love Island and that, you want to go to the
I'm just saying Love Island.
Listen, there are people out there that love, but Cal, this is for everybody. So for those who might like Love Island, the anime users, you know what I'm saying? How about this? I know Matt loves a Transformer, you know, Matt loves the Transformers, you know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff. I know Matt loves the sci-fi. Me and Matt are sci-fi guys as well, innit? You know what I'm saying? So one of them ones as well, man. But yeah, you lot, links in the description, innit? But man, let's just start on Diaz, innit? I just wanted to start on Luis Diaz first of all. There was obviously like a post going around about his missus with a goodbye post. I don't know how real that was, but
Yeah.
is anyone like cool with Luis Diaz leaving, or do you guys feel like with the season he's had, like, because I'm not gonna lie, I've got no chat for Diaz this year, you know, in terms of like negative. I ain't really got negative chat for Diaz. Has he frustrated me at times? Yeah, cool. Every player frustrates me, but as a season's whole, I've kind of liked what I've seen in terms of the way he's been utilizing the false nine. I just don't think maybe he's seen as a false nine in the long term. In the long-term plans, and I think Cody Gakpo's probably been made to be the first choice winger. What's everyone's kind of take on that?
Yeah, but with Diaz, who do you replace him with, man? Like out of him and Gakpo, to me, they're the best two left wingers, except from Gordon. Them two are the best two left wingers in the league. Like, I don't see how you replace him, to be honest. I'll keep him, me personally. But if he wants to go, it is what it is. But I won't force him out, me personally.
I agree. And apparently he wants to stay. Apparently he actually does enjoy playing for Liverpool. So just give him an increased deal and an increased contract and give him a new deal, man. He's on 55 grand a week, man. We can at least give him 110. You know what I mean? Like,
wait, is it only 55?
It's a
yeah,
joke.
he's on 55 grand a week, bro.
No way.
So he wants to win. I want play after the whole thing with Trent. It's made me even more like double down on protecting players who want to play for the club. I know, obviously, if it gets to the point where they're not good enough, I get it, but I'm not going to underestimate the coolness of a player who's like, no, I want to be here. I'm worried about Mac with Real Madrid. We just lost Trent to Real Madrid, Ibri to PSG. I'm never gonna actually take for granted now a player who's like, I want to play for Liverpool. And if that's what Diaz is saying, give him the new contract, man. It's very hard to replace him as well. Anyone who's better than him isn't available. It's going to be very difficult to replace him. So I'll keep him, man.
I hear what you're saying, Kyle. I know. Kyle, listen.
All right. So, look, Dean's angry. I didn't even say anything, and Dean's angry with me already, bro.
Kyle,
Dean's angry with me already. Look at him. All right. So, I don't think it's impossible to replace Luis Diaz as a left winger. I do think it's extremely difficult to replace him as an attacker for Liverpool, though, and I'll elaborate. His versatility is, I think, his main strength. And I actually will go as far as saying he was our best centre forward last season and our second best attacker overall. I know Gakpo had a good season as well. I think Luis Diaz was better than Gakpo last season in its entirety, from start to finish, and impact and clutch moments, etc.
He stayed fit as well.
Plus that as well. I don't see Luis Diaz long term as a left winger. I see him as a centre forward. And in an ideal world for me, I'd keep Diaz as someone who can rotate with the centre forward or the new centre forward if we're going to buy one, and also fill in for left wing if we ever had a crisis. As a left winger, though, I think he's replaceable. And I think for the money that is being quoted that we could sell him for, the fact that I think he would entertain a move to Barcelona or Saudi as well, I don't think it'd be the end of the world losing him. But I think it comes down to what a lot of transfers come down to. Who do you go and replace him with? And I think herein lies what the issue is. Yeah.
No, I hear what you mean. I feel like, if I'm being honest, Diaz, as I said, I think on the left wing, there's times where he frustrates me. I think he's more of a rhythm player than Gakpo. I feel like when Diaz gets flung back on the left wing, he needs like 2, 3, maybe 4 games.
Opposite. I think he was a rhythm player.
I'm not saying Gakpo isn't a rhythm player. I just think that, like, I just feel like Diaz needs a bit of time to click into gear when he gets put back on the left wing, especially after he's finished. Like, when he's been playing centrally and he goes back on the left. I feel like there's when Gakpo did get injured and he went back out on the left, I felt like after 3-4 games, he started to become Liverpool's better attacker. Because let's be honest, Mo Salah did have a quiet months, I'd say even 6 weeks. He had a quiet time out on the right for a bit. And I think Luis Diaz was the one kind of chipping in the most, because obviously Nunez and Jota weren't really chipping in the way we'd like them to. Salah, as I said, was a bit quiet, and Cody was injured, and Harvey wasn't really getting the game time. So for me, as I said, like, when it comes to players, like looking back at like Sadio Mane, yeah, I think one thing that Diaz does that's very similar to Sadio Mane is the way he receives the ball and he's able to ride challenges. You know what I'm saying? He's able to ride challenges and he's not afraid to drive through the middle of the park. Obviously, the last time, as I said, Mane was someone who used to do that exceptionally well, to a higher standard, of course, yeah. But Mane used to do that exceptionally well. Do you know how many times it would get us off the pitch when someone would just fire it to Mane's feet and he'll just roll you, and now you're on the break, and now we've got seeing red arrows going forward. I feel like Diaz is someone who still does that for us. He's not afraid to receive the ball. Yeah, of course he's erratic and he pisses me off at times, but I agree with Cal. I think as a player, just as a forward, his profile is quite difficult to replace. And I think the left wing market, I think it reeks. It reeks. It actually reeks. apart from Rodrigo, and Rodrigo's not a numbers guy. Great footballer, supremely talented, and maybe he might get more numbers playing for a Liverpool or coming to the Premier League playing for one of the better teams. But he's not a numbers guy.
He's not a numbers guy on the right wing.
On the right, yeah, maybe on the left he'd be more of a numbers guy. And I'm not even. That's not even me saying Diaz is a numbers guy. But you're looking at Nico Williams. Don't move me. Sorry. You know, Gordon is someone who moves me, but how much better than Diaz is he for me? I don't think it's enough for me to make that swap.
He's not better than Diaz, bro.
I think there's times the season before he was better than Diaz, but again, coming back from injury, I don't think there's much in it between them. I do really rate Gordon, but even then, I'm thinking of other left wingers in my head that are on the market. I'm not.
The right wing. The right wing stinks as well. Wingers, considering we're playing football that involves wingers more than anything, there ain't that many great ones, are there?
I think
they're all at top clubs already. I still think Florian Wirtz plays left wing for Liverpool quite a lot next season.
I think he's been told he's going to be played the 10 role though to get this move over the line.
I think he plays both. I don't think he'll just be a predominantly left winger. I think he plays both.
I reckon he'll probably start in as a 10. So his position on paper will be the 10. But I feel like his thing is to kind of do you know how Coutinho used to play left 8 and left wing? He could so remember when Firmino went into that false 9, Coutinho played left wing, and then when Mane went left wing, Coutinho went left 8. But he made Henderson and Wijnaldum play a bit more industrial, and Coutinho was kind of free to but he was predominantly left-sided though. Coutinho, though, do you know what I'm saying? He was predominantly on the left side.
But KDB is predominantly right side, isn't he?
Yeah. Even though if you look at the system in the 4-2-3-1, where does KDB starting? Starts in the 10. On paper, he starts in the 10, and I think his job will just kind of be like this, but more so on that left side. We got 2 super chats. Let me just hit these quickly. Big up Red Indian. He says, what about Wirtz? Are we willing to give him the number 10 from Macca?
No, I wouldn't.
Give him the number 7. Diaz goes. If Diaz goes, the number 7's his.
Number 66. Shout out DJ FT. He says,
we should retire that number, but for the opposite reason.
Literally. DJ FT says if Diaz leaves, we'd have to take Gordon ASAP. I do hear that, but he's tied down. The Diaz one's just the reason why with Diaz, I wouldn't be completely distraught if we sold him, because his reputation in Europe seems to be quite. I like it. Yeah, I think he's rated across Europe. I'm hearing 70 million and up. His clout in Europe compared to how some rivals disrespect him is mad, you know.
Of course, because he's a much better player than people give him credit for, man.
It's not just rivals, Liverpool fans as well.
Oh, I know, Cal.
Oh, no. Dean, you seen this again, Dean?
I just said I know. Whoa! I said I know.
Again.
I just said I know.
Hey, Mons, quick one. Before we go any further, I need to say something. I have to say something to Cal. I'm saying something to Cal. This morning, I was doing my 10 o'clock meeting stream, yeah, and I was just trying to dismiss everyone because everyone's having problems with this word still. They were crashing out. I said, no, it's cool. Then one person in the chat said something, and I thought, no, I've got to ask Cal today. But Cal, watch your words, yeah? The person said to me, oh, Cal mentioned his name. And I said, nah, Cal wouldn't do it. Drifty and Matt wouldn't let him do that. Drifty and Matt wouldn't let him mention his name. No way. This can't be. You could not have mentioned his name, Cal. You couldn't have. Oh, he's smiling.
No.
Smiling.
Dean, I was kind of giving the okay that I can start saying his name now.
Who gave you that? Who gave that idea?
A few people.
You were dead, bro. You were dead.
No, that was before, but I was actually given the all clear.
The all what?
I was given the all clear that I could.
By
say.
who?
Matt and Drift said I could.
No, we dared you, bro. We dared you.
No, you dared me on the. I think you dared me on the Wednesday or something like that.
I never thought you would do it, bro.
Sam said it as well. I think Matt was alright with it. Tom was alright with it. I thought you were as well, Mons. You said it's pretty much a done deal. It's good. I can say it.
I ain't said we ain't spoken.
Why risk it? Why risk it?
Wait, hold on, Cal. We ain't me and you, Cal. Me and you, we ain't. Wait, hey, don't involve me in that blasphemy. We ain't spoken about shit. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, brother. Yo, brother Cal, please listen.
If we don't sign him, it is going to get peak.
It's gonna be dark for you.
Let's move on from the Diaz.
I'm just talking for me, Cal. I'm gonna find you. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Let's move on. Let's move on from the DSP for a quick second, yeah, man. Obviously, a lot of people are crashing out over. Listen, I'm in group chats in it, and I can see man them going, what's going on? I'm not gonna lie. I'm fine. I'm relaxed. I'm waiting for these ops to get me to bring me my ale. I'm parched. Big money deals don't take 2 days. You know what I'm saying? More money, less problems. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is for us right now. More money, less problems. I'm not stressed. You know, you see that extra money they need. I just see Kelleher going for 18 M's. We just got an extra 10 million for Trent. Flecken cost 10 million. That's the Trent money covered. You know, 18 million. Okay, cool.
This is why I get shook, because when you start getting arrogant like this, something always happens.
A road. Carlos, give me a second. You can argue with me, but you can't argue with maths. Yeah. What was our first bid? £109, right?
109 million, yeah.
109 pounds, you know.
109. Sorry.
Man just bought some 90s in the sale, bro. Man said 109 pounds.
Double TNs. So yeah, how much was the first bid? 109 million, yeah. 109 million.
No, I think the first bid was 100 flat, weren't it?
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, the recent one was 109. Yeah, 109 million. Yeah, and obviously they, you know, they won 100 and it looks like they won 120 million. Yeah, but let's say the bid's 109. Yeah, 109 million so far. Obviously, in add-ons, it's 126 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference of 17 million in add-ons, right? Right. Mm-hmm. So Keller has already covered that, right? Because Keller 17 million add-ons, Keller 18 million. So that's a nice little medium there. And before anyone says, oh, but Flecken 10 million, well, Trent, we just got another 10 million for Trent. So that's that money covered. We're going to get some more money probably for Harvey Elliott. Ben Dirk going to get some money there. And I don't think the question is ever whether the money's even there or not. I know they want 150 million euros. I just think they're being difficult for the sake of being difficult. Whether it's 109 million or 120 million, generally, I just think they're being difficult for the sake of being difficult. For me, what keeps me grounded is that, okay, grounded is mad hypocritical and there's no self-awareness from me there. I'm not being grounded about this. I'm a prick. But hear me out. If the player is pushing for the move and he only wants Liverpool, and Nangelsmann has openly spoke about it, and Kimmich came out and spoke about it yesterday, I believe. What's the problem?
Can I ask one question on that? Is he actually pushing for a move, or is he saying if I do leave, I only want to go Liverpool? Because I think there's a difference.
I don't really think about that. I ain't gonna lie.
I think not pushing for a move, Cal. I think what it is, he's realized his time's up, and Leverkusen's chapter is closed. So he's not like get me out of it, but it's like it's time. And then Liverpool's the team he's decided to go to. So I do think he'll be disappointed if he doesn't move. I think he definitely goes somewhere this summer.
And especially with like the way that team's getting torn apart. The manager's gone, Jonathan Tah's gone, Frimpong's gone. I think more players will leave as well.
Cape might go like that. They might lose all their star players. You know what I mean?
I hear that, but he might just not be. He might just get priced out of a move, and then.
Well done, Cal. By the way, you stuck to the script.
Well done, Cal.
You're sticking to the script.
You done well, son. I like that. I like
that. This is
redemption story. Redemption story.
I don't even know what I said right here, but I take it.
Just carry on. Just carry on doing whatever you're doing. Just carry on.
Yeah, word. Just keep. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing.
No,
Yeah, but once
I think it gets over the line. I do.
No, you don't.
worry a little.
no, you don't, Cal. No, you don't, Cal.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Hey, Cal, before you speak,
No.
let me speak because I don't usually say it. I think it will get over the line because we're at the table. Yeah, it's not like it's a surprise. We knew what the price was when we got to the table. It's not. We haven't just got to the table and the surprise. We want 150. We knew this when we arrived, so we had the money prepared to pay for this. We just don't want to pay that figure. We will. Yeah. This deal will get over the line regardless because everyone needs this deal to be done. They need the deal to be done. We need the deal to be done, and Wirtz needs the deal to be done. He's really told everyone he's going to Liverpool.
Our money is long. Like our money is long.
I'm just gonna say, shall I tell my worry is that this deal gets done and we forget about all the other stuff we need to do.
No, but don't you think the rest after this? Because think about it, so 42 million on Kerkez, 7 million for Frimpong, because that's just great business, man. 7 million a year, that's just great business. That, and then obviously 120 left, because that's the demand. That's the number they're demanding now, isn't it? 120 is reportedly what they would accept. So 11 million more than what we previously bidded. Yeah, with all that together, I'm pretty sure there'll be a couple of outgoings that will allow us to still probably go and look for a striker. Because if Nunes does go, I reckon we're not going to get any less than 50 million for Nunes. If the whole Diaz thing does come out to be true and we don't offer him the contract, I believe Diaz goes for no less than 70 million. I believe Harvey Elliott will probably at least worth 20 million. I think that's what the club values him at minimum anyway. And then obviously Kwanzaa, question marks over Kwanzaa as well. Right. So and not to forget that there's just generally a lot of money. We made a lot of money from winning the Premier League. There's a lot of funds there. I don't think the money's the issue.
No, I never said money was the issue. Personnel is the issue, though. Who do we go and get? The striker, boys. Who's the striker we go and get?
And who's the centre back?
Someone sitting there
earlier on.
Hold on, bro. Moz, you can look all around the table you're sitting at and all that. I asked you a direct question, bro. What striker we getting?
Hold on, there's strikers out there, man.
Looking at the table like you're looking for answers in a maths test.
There's strikers out there, bro. There's strikers out there. Just depends what type of striker that would fit us. Because for me, there's plenty of good strikers, bro. Like if you're talking Premier League, there's Mateta, very good striker in my opinion. I think João Pedro isn't a bad option. I think Wisa's not a bad option.
You keep on saying not a bad option.
No. As I said, Kerkez is a very good option. Kerkez is a very good option. I'm not a massive fan of Sesko, but me, I personally wouldn't go for Sesko in it. But Sesko is also an option in terms of strikers around the world right now. Ekatike is obviously one that we've been strongly linked with as well. There are some strikers out there that I think aren't as bad as everyone says. I think when it comes to being surrounded by better players, you'll get an elevation out of their output, in my opinion, as long as you play to their strengths. I think we just need to make sure we get a striker that is right for Liverpool, because if we have a striker that plays too similar to the false nine, then it probably negates the whole Wirtz thing, getting him on the ball, taking up the same sort of spaces. Because if he was to get a false nine type of player, then Wirtz is definitely playing on the left. He's definitely playing on the left. Do you know what I mean?
Even if
he might just make those late runs.
Does that make sense? Because Wirtz isn't that guy who's going to get in behind the defense and make those lung bursting sprint runs. He's not that type of guy. He defo makes those runs in Germany. He can make those runs but he breaks those runs off a natural number 9, whether it be Schick or Boniface. Doesn't make that off a false 9. It's two different ball games making that run.
No, of course. That's why I said false 9. I said false 9 would take up similar spaces. Target man now isn't a bad option. Having an actual target man. That's why I said Mateta for me isn't a bad option, because Mateta will bring you the best of both worlds. But I think when it comes to target man and stature, I don't think it's just a coincidence that the strikers you've been linked with are Sesko, Ekatike. Look at the stature. Like I am Groot. I am Groot's.
I'm gonna be real. If we're going down the target man route, we're signing Benjamin Sesko this summer.
I think Arsenal are going to sign him. That's the bar. I think Arsenal gets Sesko.
I think Arsenal sign.
It can't be Sesko, man. I'll be annoyed.
Who works for RB Group?
Jurgen.
Yeah, but Jurgen
That's
might know
exactly why
he
he'll
might
keep
know
him
he's
away.
not good enough, bro, and sell him to
Yep.
Arsenal to make the
Hold
odds
on,
be weaker, bro.
Which clubs have a very good relationship with the RB group?
We do.
I know we do.
But who's
No
also bought a couple
disrespect
of
to
duds
Arsenal.
off them?
No disrespect to Arsenal. I genuinely believe if we went in for Sesko and offered the same amount as Arsenal, I think we get him. Especially with Wirtz. Especially with
Would you,
Wirtz.
Cal? Would you rather Sesko or Ekatike?
Ekatike probably, but none of them move me like that. If I'm going to be honest.
No, I agree. They don't.
Yeah,
Like Ekatike moves me more than Sesko, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. But I'll be honest. I think people's. The thing with Sesko is we still have Darwin Núñez in it, so it's like everyone's seen Sesko and think, oh, must be Darwin Núñez 2.0. He plays nothing like Núñez at all. Like they couldn't be more polar opposite as footballers. That being said, Ekatike for me is not clinical. Sesko is not clinical. Depending on the system, I think one thrives better than the other. But I still think Ekatike is a better footballer. But I don't think people speak about Sesko like he's the worst striker going. He's not. But Ekatike and Sesko, for me, they're kind of in the same realm. Like Ekatike is better, but it's not like night and day.
But they're both not.
Yeah, but I don't understand it. Joker is sitting on the bus.
What about like João Pedro, or is his injury or his fitness record is just already an issue?
I'd take Pedro. I love Pedro, so I'd take Pedro.
I mean, if he's
but
not
with him and Jota as our two strikers, Drift, don't you think that as a fitness thing, that's concerning?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe
if he's not taking
enough goals there.
Scoring. That's what I'm saying. He's barely scoring if he's not taking penalties.
But I think around better players playing more as the 9, because remember he plays support to Welbeck. If he was the one a bit further forward, he's clutch. He scores. He knows where the goal is. Trust me.
But are we just missing the obvious one there? He's sitting on the bus stop. Joker is just sitting there. Like everyone knows his release clause, and no one ain't made a bid for him. I don't know what's happening there. But
yeah, the thing is,
I don't think anyone's convinced on him. Not enough to take the punt, man. There's something I don't know what you lot think, but when I watch,
what's he meant to do? He's got 50 odd goals. What else is he meant to do? I don't know what he's meant to do.
He's suffering because of what Núñez happened. Because of Núñez, that's why he's suffering right now. If Núñez doesn't happen, everyone's jumping on the Gyökeres train. If Núñez came to Liverpool and Núñez scored 18 Premier League goals in both seasons, everyone is going crazy for Gyökeres right now. Going crazy.
It, but what he's done this season, man, I don't know what he would. Like, I know we got PTSD of Núñez, but bruv, like, I have all the strikers in. Don't get me wrong, that wasn't my first option. But now I'm seeing all the strikers getting taken away, and the options are getting very thin. The best option I can see right now is Gyökeres. Like,
who's your first choice, Steve? Who's your first choice?
To be honest, when we was linked with players, I was all in for Ekatike. I was all in for him when I first saw it. I thought, yep. I've done all the reels, watched everything he'd done. I said, I like the way he plays. I see him against Tottenham. He looks silky. He looks like a player that I like. And then, obviously, now I'm seeing Chelsea way down the road with him now. And now I'm looking at options. The only option I can realistically see for us is Gyökeres, because like, he's just sitting there, bro. Like, we know the release clause.
Who's your dream signing for striker, though?
Oh, dream. Oh,
yeah.
It'll be Isak. That'd be my dream.
I think we all agree it's either Isak or Alvarez, right?
Yeah, I think with Alvarez though, there's not enough height in the team. If you have Florian, Wirtz, Alvarez, Mo Salah, and then you've got
we don't need height up front, Mons. We got height in midfield and defense, bro. The front line can just be the little short wizards, bro.
I know what you mean. Obviously, and like to be fair, Gakpo is a unit as well, so I'm not gonna act like Gakpo isn't a unit, but he's not a unit that likes to be a unit. You know them Dutchmen. They'll be built like the Hulk, but they want to be the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They want that. That's how they move and that. So I do feel like a little bit more balance. Don't get me wrong, we've got Land of the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Land of the Giants and that, but I do feel like slightly more like Alvarez to me. I'd love to have Alvarez up top.
All right,
and
so
I think even Osherman's an interesting one because people don't. But even though he's got crazy wage demands, anyone that kind of look at Osherman and go,
he's going Saudi though, isn't it?
It looks like he's probably likely to go Saudi.
But the reason I asked that question, do we not sit here and think that, given how we are run, given how Michael Edwards operates, that he's not sitting there going, we might just wait another year until we have a better market to choose from?
Yeah.
Well, as I said, does Luis Diaz play another season at false 9 and be strengthened somewhere else?
I can see that happening.
Because I don't see us getting another. You see that hunt for the 6 that Liverpool have been on for the last few years. I think because of Gravenberch's emergence, I don't see that happening anymore for one, even though I feel like a 6 needs to be brought in to rotate with Grav, just because, again, he said it himself, he hasn't really been used to playing the full length of the season since that Ajax season when he broke through. But I think Szoboszlai comes in and becomes one of those pivot players when Wirtz comes into the team. I think he gets pushed back into like that kind of, maybe with Mac or whoever partner Grav. If you look at pre-season when we either played Man United or was it Arsenal, one of them, Sobo actually played in that pivot and played very well before he was, then moved into the 10 for when the season began.
You're missing another thing, Mus, that we spoke about, which nobody was happy about. What if we do the double false 9 or the double 10 thing like we did when we beat City and he plays
the box midfield
next to each other?
The box midfield we done when it was Jones and Sobo in the 210.
Yes.
And Sobo's playing like 10/false 9. You never know, You never know.
If we was to play a box, if we was to go 4-2-2-2, does that mean Salah goes as an inside striker then?
I'm trying to remember how we played against City.
Because it was Grav and Mac in front of the back four. It was Jones and Sobo, and then it was Diaz and Salah.
Yeah. So maybe you do the same again. Yeah.
So are you guys saying that if Diaz and Salah were the 2, let's just take out Gakpo for a second. If Salah and Diaz were the 2 here, would you say it would be Sobo and Wirtz? So you'd remove Curtis Jones out of that. Sobo and Wirtz would be the 2, and obviously had Mac and Grav.
Yeah.
4-2-2-2, like this is FIFA blood. I mean, it worked a treat against Newcastle and City back to back.
I don't know if it's sustainable for the whole season, though, man.
Yeah, could be tricky. I don't know if we know that there's a guarantee we're gonna lose Jota, so maybe he plays Jota. Maybe Jota plays up front from the beginning of the season. I do think people are downplaying how bad his injury was in terms of like saying he's done. I'm not gonna lie, a punctured lung ain't no joke. Like, you know what I mean? It might be taking him a little while to just get over that. I've never had a punctured lung, but I've had a bruised rib, and I can imagine a bruised rib ain't even like half what a punctured lung's like. So yeah, man. Maybe we need to give him a little grace. Maybe he's only 27 as well.
The thing is, he's always injured though, Drift. I've tried to give Jota the most excuses I can give him, but every season he does this, like something.
I hear
broken nail. Something's always wrong with him. Like I can't keep on giving him excuses. I know a punch lung, nothing to laugh about, but if he's not a punch, it's gonna be something else next season. We know it's gonna be something else.
I hear that.
Me?
Yeah. Shout out DJ FT goes, do you guys think 250 mil is Liverpool's transfer limit? Because Florian Wirtz is playing hard to get, and we need a striker because we've lost hope in Nunes. Man, like Wirtz,
If you factor in the fact that we're going to make a lot of money, I'm still sticking by my prediction that we'll spend well over 300 mil this summer.
What? You think we're going to spend over 300 mil?
We're on a war chest, bro.
I'm feeling, yes, that's what I'm on. I'm here for it. I'm here for them sort of talks.
Think about it, boys. If we do sign Wirtz, we've already dropped 200 with Kerkez, Frimpong, and Wirtz. Literally, we've already dropped 200 just straight there. We're definitely spending over 300 M's, boys. 100%. Without a shadow of a doubt. We're going to bring in 150 easy just from player sales. So it's going to be light work for us, man. By the end of this transfer window, the rest of the league is going to be saying Liverpool's favourites. Trust me.
Yeah.
No, I hear that too.
I'll be favourites for both.
Yeah.
Emmanuel says, shout out Emmanuel with the super chat. He goes, strange no one's going for Victor G or Victor O. So Victor Kerkez and Victor Osimhen.
I think Victor Osimhen's going Saudi. That's why I don't think anyone's really So I think if he weren't going Saudi and he didn't have those Rangers demands, I think he'd be a Chelsea player.
Same. And I think that's from last window as well. Shout out the Herbsman. He goes, Monts, you had me rolling on the back again podcast when you made Troopz realize he missed the chance of winning the league. Man was vexed. I thought he was gonna have a stroke. Yeah, bro. That realization moment was so peak. If you lot gotta go back and see it. It's actually hilarious, bro.
Why? I'm gonna be real. Nothing but love for Troopz, but bro, I'd kick you off the show by this point, bro.
I promise you, I wasn't as bad as what I usually am. I promise you.
No, but you say that all the time. You say that all the time.
I'd kick you off the show, bro.
It weren't that mad, bro. It weren't that mad. I'm telling you, it weren't that mad.
Right,
and bro. Listen, cool, you lot. I'm gonna play you something through the mic, innit? Yeah, I'm playing something.
He said he slammed his hands on the desk, right? He must have been vexed.
Look at Monts, smile, bro.
No. But you know what? I'm sharing the screen. You don't gotta see it for yourself.
Yeah, but you know what? To be fair, Monts told everyone if Liverpool win the league that like delete his number and ignore him because he was gonna be a menace. So it is what it is, bro.
I'm just sticking to my word.
We don't win the league, bro. Come on, Drift, man. This is Montel we're talking about. You
know?
No. Why can't we? But Cal, why can't we deal with that? Why can't future Monts just deal with that? Why does present Monts, who's just on the prem, have to deal with that?
Hey, Monts, I'm feeling that. Let future Monts deal with that.
Yeah, man. Let the
present Monts is here now. I'm gonna deal with it now. Let my future deal with that, man.
Look, I think. Hold on. I've got the clip here. Hold on.
That's gonna be crazy.
Let me remove the border quickly so you guys can see it. It's just the way. Do you know what it is? It's the way it kind of just clicked in his head, isn't it? It just clicked in his head. It's dark, man. Let me full screen this.
We miss every
fight. You could have 2 Premier Leagues in between that time. You could have 2 Premier Leagues.
That was your time to strike, was to get one during that bit.
Right. You know, I've got to shoot. We miss every fight. You could have 2 Premier Leagues in between that time. You could have 2 Premier Leagues.
That was your time to strike, was to get one during that pit, at least one.
No. Surely. You know what it is?
Reload it, man. Reload it. And then you dip down.
Look at Mon's face.
Look at his face. He's done his job.
All right, let me reload it. I'll reload it. A little bit of context in it. I was like, listen, City, and I was like, City. Imagine if this Livramento, Vardio, Diaz, Ait-Nouri, Reinders, Rodri, Cherky, and then Marmouche, Haaland, and then obviously you got us, Wirtz, looking mad, a striker, Frimpong, and then that's what led to this bit, innit? And we were like, it might be City pool all over again. It might be a City pool thing.
So you reminded him they're getting Sesko and that he didn't win the league. You're evil, bro. That's evil, bro.
And then we was like, realistically, this was your moment to go in. Like this year, the year before, and the year before that was your time, innit? Realistically, that was your time.
He just told you he'd become homeless, and you offered him a sofa for sale. Like, just pure bad mind, bro.
We miss every fight.
You could have 2 Premier Leagues in between that time. You could have 2 Premier Leagues.
That was your time to strike, was to get
flawless. Is bad as well.
At least
flawless.
Swear down.
One
flawless definitely added to that.
He added the fuel on the.
Yeah.
He's breaking it down. Make sure you understand.
Strike was to get one during that pit, at least one.
Guy, brother. Swear down.
Sorry. You know, I've got to shoot now, innit? But
we just left you like that once. No, you're nasty, bro.
Yeah. No, I just reminded him and then just cut, bro. I reminded him I'm cutting it. I can't lie.
I wouldn't let you leave. That's mad. You can't just leave like
savage.
No,
sometimes,
nasty,
but you know what it is? Sometimes, because there's he says, like I weren't chatting shit. I weren't saying this, I weren't saying that. It wasn't that. And then like I have clips. Like I never really draw for the clips when Troopz says he weren't chatting shit, but he was chatting shit, bro. And people just don't want to like. They just don't want to, you know. I don't really want to admit it because even though Troopz has been talking the real, he has been talking the real for a lot of the season. But there's also times like this. Yeah. Let me share the screen so you lot can see this one, innit? Let me share the screen. Obviously.
Why do we get so much joy from watching Arsenal fans?
Because they talk so much rubbish, so it's beautiful.
It's mad.
It's absolutely beautiful.
It couldn't happen to a better fan base.
Yeah. You guys see this, yeah?
Yeah.
You guys see it, yeah? Cool. Look. This is why I'm a prick.
That's what matters at the end of the day.
Who's going to win a trophy?
That's what Arsenal are. What? Well, you ain't winning shit.
Win a trophy. What trophy?
You ain't winning shit, blood. You ain't winning shit, bro.
I win trophies regularly.
You ain't winning nothing, no, you ain't got Klopp no more, you idiot. You got this Arne Slot bar-led idiot. You understand?
Anyway, I've got the same thing. Excuse me? And you man asked me why do I act like this?
Yeah.
Why do I act like this?
That didn't age well at all.
Not at all. Let me reload it. Just remember, see what he actually called our manager. Let me reload that.
Yeah, he said too much. On the fight now.
Look at his face.
I tell you that personally.
Look at his face.
Talk to my gaffer. You're mad.
It's not even loading. Yeah,
this is summertime Troopz. Look how much like the trim is fresh. Like he looks more energized.
Yeah. He looks so happy here. He looks so
happy. Totally different vibe.
Optimistic. You look optimistic. Everything. Like a child.
It's the hope that kills you, man. It's the hope that kills you.
He's seen Tottenham win a trophy, and guess who? He's seen flipping expressions go on a tour, bro. That's his brethren.
Yeah,
this is it, man.
Didn't you see the clip when his wife was like, "You can't tell me nothing"? Because remember, his
wife's a Tottenham fan, isn't it?
His wife's a Tottenham fan. She was like, "You can't tell me nothing," and he can't, bro. He can't say nothing.
Man called Arne Slot a bald-headed idiot. Like, nah, man. You deserve. They deserve every Sesko link possible, fam.
You know what? Imagine if they got Sesko and the Zubamendi deal fell through. That would be the
that would be beautiful.
If that Zubamendi deal even think
Newcastle hijacked the Zubamendi deal.
Bro, I need Real Madrid to pull up the socks and go and get Zubamendi. I need Real Madrid to go and get him, please.
I'm surprised Real Madrid haven't gone for him.
I know, man.
I swear to you.
Because I'll be honest with you, boys, he's not as good as people think he is.
I don't think he's that.
I swear to you guys, yeah. If that Zubamendi deal don't go through, batten your hatches and lock your doors, batten your hatches, lock your windows in it. You get it? Like, stay far away from me.
How much steel can they have in their midfield with Zubamendi and Odegaard? That's a lot of weakness in that midfield physically.
The only thing I'd say though is that you see that Rice on Jorginho pivot that they had when they got back from Dubai, they was mowing teams down with that. So I feel like if they go back to that, no worries, Carl. If you go,
I don't think they'll ever go back to that, bro. I think
that pivot was cooking though.
Jorginho's gone, isn't it? Jorginho's gone.
Yeah. I think Zubamendi's a Jorginho replacement. He's not the
What they're saying is a Partey replacement, isn't it?
Nah, he has to be the Jorginho replacement. Has to be. Fonzie says I can see a 4-2-2-2 if we don't end up with a striker. The husband says that made my day. It was a great day after that. Shout out to husband every time, man. Yeah, no, I just think that that man is looking peak. The way City is strengthening, because I can't lie, Ait-Nouri is the one that's made me itch a bit, man. I can't lie, the Ait-Nouri one.
Yeah, he's a good
player.
He's a
baller, you know.
Yeah,
and he's a baller, bro. He's he can defend though, man.
I wouldn't have minded Ait-Nouri, but I'm very happy with Kerkez in it. I'm very happy with Kerkez.
He's gonna use Nouri like how we used to use what's the Portuguese guy again?
Cancelo,
innit? He's gonna use him the way he used Cancelo, yeah. And that was very effective while it was before Cancelo's attitude.
Very effective.
So, yeah. And the thing is with Cancelo though, but Cancelo was a very good distributor. Like his passing, both feet, Trivella was
Ait-Nouri can pass, you know, bro.
Yeah, he can. And but the thing is, what Ait-Nouri can do that Cancelo can't, his dribbling. You know that North African tech.
Yeah.
They're man who just, turn up late, calm, hoodie up, and then just no stretching. Them man don't stretch, you don't know. You think them man stretch? They don't stretch, They don't, there's no lactic acid. No lactic. Pull up, bare step overs, bare flare. Don't know where man's going, bro. It's mad. It's mad. There's two things in life.
If they pull off Reinders, he's a baller,
Yeah, Reinders is a baller.
Like, there's two things in life you can't stop. Yeah, Somalian step overs and North African shoulder drops. North African
Somalian step overs are crazy.
You can't stop Somalian step
overs. No one is that fast. No one is that fast.
Mad. You can't stop a Somalian step over in the cage. Goodbye. Yeah, brother. Yeah, man, you can smile and laugh, brother. Hey, Somalian step overs, anti shuffle thing, dark. You can't stop that. You can't stop that. You know what I'm saying?
It's mad. But that's why we need to get our business done, because listen, while we up here, we need to stay up here, because we can't let what happened last time. Can't let Man City just get all these players and next minute know they're overtaking us again. We need to get our stuff in order now. You get me? We need to get it done, dusty, because I can see I need my foot on what's his name? Pep's neck. I don't want him to get back up because right now he's on the floor. You get me? Oh, I know what is happening to Arsenal.
He's focused. That brother is focused on his marriage, bro.
I know.
He's focused on his marriage. That's why Florian. That's why Flo said no. Because he probably said nothing about no tactics, where he's gonna play, what he's gonna do. He said, "Listen, man, the man needs to see my marriage. Florian, I beg you, son. Man's marriage on the brink, innit?
Nah, bro, he's tired, man. Pep wanted to leave and they begged him to stay. He ain't got the energy for it anymore, man. He ain't got the energy.
I hope so, man. I
know City will be. City are always going to be challenging and always going to be a good team, but I just don't see him having the motivation to get them to do that 90-point thing, to be that level again next season. I don't see. I could be wrong, but
it's a lot of. Do you know what it is though, Drift? It's a lot of players to gel though, bro. It's a lot of players to gel.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
like even if Rodri's come back, and we don't know if it's going to be Rodri or Rodney that's back. I don't know which one it's going to be. I pray it's Rodri because I want these men to be at their best. I'll be real. I don't want Rodri's injured. That's why. No, none of that. I want to smoke these men at their best and make sure they had no chance to begin with. But Rodri, Rangers, and Turkey, very good midfield. Or even if it's Foden in there, Chucky could reinvigorate Foden again. And then you've got my thing with City is their back line's full of strippers, bro. That's a Hooters back line. That's a Hooters back line. I'm sorry, that's a Hooters back line. Bare crop tops in that. Bare crop tops. Bare batty riders in that.
John Stones and who?
That's the Hooters back line. John Stones is leaving. He can't. His legs can't take it no more. Do you know what I'm saying? Vardio for me is wicked player. That's one player I wish we got. Vardio's wicked, man. But Ait-Nouri, and whoever they've got a right back, as long as it's not Livramento, Newcastle, do your thing, do not budge.
They can't get Livramento. No way.
That's who they're trying to get though, innit? That's who they're pushing to get
Livramento. Nah, I'm not having that. Nah. nah. We need to do our business quickly, man. Because I'm not. If they start getting these players, it's gonna start pissing me off.
But my thing is that it's a lot of players, isn't it? It's just a lot of players, in my opinion.
It's a lot of trades.
Two of them are Premiership made already. Like Ait-Nouri and Liverpool are Premiership here already.
I think midfield and up though, as a front six, front seven, that's ridiculous. If you're looking at Reinders, Rodri, Cherky, Marmoush, Haaland, Foden, that's a bit nasty.
Why did we buy him?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sold on what's his name? The last guy you said once. What was the last guy you said? Foden. I'm not too sure about Foden. He's gonna have to prove he can get back to being good again. But the rest of them, you are right. That was a good midfield and it is a good forward line. So, but again, it'll be their squad though, isn't it? It'll be the squad. Like who comes in and replaces players if the first like they've got to rebuild their squad and their first team. Do you know what I'm saying? City's got a big job. They've got a big job. All we need City to do is be good enough to take 6 points off Arsenal. That's it. That's all. Just as long as they're good enough to do that, then we're all good, man.
No, I hear that, to be fair. Guys, just before we just have a discussion on Kerkez and whatnot and kind of the wingback situation, we're on 560 watching and only 160 likes. Come on, guys.
Come on,
It's giving Rasmus. It's giving Rasmus. It's giving Rasmus. It is giving Rasmus, isn't it? But yeah, last topic.
Diabolical striker. Fuck, you know.
Listen, the fact that even is it Inter Milan that won him, or was it Napoli? One of the teams won him. I think it's Inter Milan.
I think it was.
I think it's Inter. Oh, it's
Inter
Napoli.
Milan. I think Inter Milan. I saw something today.
They must have lost a bet or something because that don't make no sense.
He said if they don't win the Champions League, you gotta sign Hoyland. Is that
Yeah, bro. I don't know. You know what I mean, bro? Crazy, bro. Maybe Inter Milan are trying to even out their average age. I don't know. What the fuck?
Yeah, they need to sort out. They need to sort out that age group, man. That's crazy what they're going on.
Yeah, they got a lot of old players. PSG made them look slow and old. Like that's literally what they made them look like.
There's a lot of arthritis in that Inter Milan team. I think there's a lot of arthritis in it. I can't lie, man.
There was bare cod liver oil in the dressing room, bro.
Bare cod liver oil ginseng. It's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Bare of that, bro. And tiger balm.
That's it right there. Cod liver oil, blood. Yeah.
You know when you're playing the tiger balm and you have to deal with the itch before the heat. You're like, rah,
Yeah.
You say, man, bear them had faith if you hear him.
I can't even laugh. That was me the other day, you know.
I hate that crap. What that is. Itchy stuff going on pause.
If Bastoni needs a new home, then yeah, let's make that happen, please.
Hey, listen.
Bastoni. We ain't gonna get him.
There's know, Deep. I'm gonna put something in the atmosphere, bruv.
Yeah, but you're putting in the atmosphere. How are we gonna get him anyway?
Hey, listen, man. It's just hilarious. But just back to the Liverpool thing. If we don't get a striker, I saw someone said we might go 4-2-2-2. Are you man happy with that? Are you happy with that as a formation going forward, or do you want to keep it 4-2-3-1?
No, I'm not happy with it. I could tolerate it, but I'm not happy with it.
No, I'm not happy with that at all.
Whatever wins us the league, bro. Like, if he thinks that can win us the league and it wins us the league, then run it.
Hey, Cal, that's not winning us the league, man.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like when we played that formation, it's a bit defensive.
I hear what you're saying, but apart from Drift, none of us thought we'd win the league this season either. So if Slot sees this and he thinks, yeah, I can run this and win the league with it, do it.
No, I hear it. Listen. I've the manager's got my trust in it. Whatever, if he wants to go and get even Sesko, I'm gonna have to sit there and go.
Yeah, of course. I don't care who he buys, but
like me personally, I don't really want Sesko in it. I can't lie. That's not my thing. But obviously,
big up Sammy in the chat. Man just said Inter Milan have to buy Rasmus as punishment from UEFA. You know,
that's so dark.
For
conceding 5, not even losing, just for conceding 5, innit? For conceding 5.
It's the most one-sided Champions League final I've ever seen in my life.
That is the biggest score line in a Champions League final, right?
It's got to be right up there.
Surely it has to be 5
madness. 100%. I don't think there's
PSG could have made it 7, 8, 9. It's not even exaggerating.
Yeah, when the referee's blowing dead on 90 minutes,
putting them out there misery, innit? Man, put them out there misery.
I can't remember the last time a game.
Definitely got fined, but he was like,
you know the worst thing is there was a VAR check. That's what's so mad. There was a whole VAR check, you know.
What? After he blew the whistle?
No. There was a VAR check for
during the game. You mean?
For the Crabber goal, innit? Because it looked a little bit offside. Yeah. So there was a whole VAR check for that. So the fact that they added 0 time on, there was about 7 or 8 subs with a VAR check, brother. Come on, man.
You know what? Maybe Inter Milan asked. Maybe they actually said, like, just end the game. You know what I mean? Maybe they were just like, just end the game.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, the referee said, no, big man, just go and shower and get out of here, man. Let's go.
Olays.
Olays.
Maybe the
Were
referee.
they Olays at 3-0 when we were 3-0 down to Milan? Were they Olays? They weren't Olays, were they? At 3-0 down. Kyle, you're on mute. You're on mute, Kyle.
Nah, they couldn't have been.
You're
Kyle,
on
you're on
mute,
mute.
bro.
Yeah, you.
Came back in.
I feel,
There
I
were
feel
no
like
lays on us. There was no way there was a lays on us and 3-0
I
down.
can't remember.
They weren't.
Was there Olays when we were 3-0
They
down?
weren't. They weren't, bro. They weren't.
Hey, Jay, are you trolling or are you being serious? Cal predicted an Inter Milan defensive masterclass.
Kyle is cursed, man.
To
be fair,
at this point, if the opposite is happening so much, it's gonna be like a morning run. And Cal's wife's gonna be like, "So you taking the kids?" You're like, yeah, I'm gonna take the kids. She's gonna be like, "So does that mean the kids are gonna get to school? Like, what's going?"
everything opposite is going on.
Everything. You can't even talk to him. I swear.
Apparently, Emmanuel's pick up Emmanuel for the super chat. He says apparently both captains agreed to ending it on the 90.
That
What,
makes
as
sense.
in game?
Yeah,
It makes
there's
sense.
big man.
Inter Milan just wanted to be part of their misery, bro.
That's embarrassing, man.
Wouldn't
That's
you?
him.
If there was more chance
Yeah,
of it
of
becoming
course.
6 or 7-0 rather than just 5, which is already about, wouldn't you be like, "Yo, just end it, man"? Just
Yeah. But
done it,
like,
man.
let's be
Done
honest,
this.
that never actually happens though. When we lost 3-0 to Wolves or even to Brighton, yeah, you think, of course, I'm saying end the game with 3-0. Of course, end the game. But
What's my goal difference though, bro? This is a cup final. Once it's done, it's done.
Yeah, it's done,
You
bro.
get me?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
that's
I
about
just-
the integrity of the league. This is
Look, listen, I've seen no time added on. I've seen no time added on at halftime. And at halftime, I've seen them just blow straight away. But at full time, we have to just go.
Bro, UEFA probably don't want the score to go 6-0. It don't look good. Like the biggest final in world football cannot be a landslide like that. It don't look good, man.
Yeah, it's true. It's
But
true.
they probably contacted the referee at 85 minutes and were like, end it. Remember that when that happened in the AFCON, they just ended it mad early.
Oh, that was like 85 minutes. It was like 85
He probably,
minutes.
on his headset, he probably was, end it now. It's 82 minutes. End it.
Yeah.
I can't end it.
That's it. End it.
I can't end it. When the fifth goal went in, he probably got a call from UEFA in the earpiece saying, "You should have done it earlier, shouldn't you? You should have just done something earlier. Make
You
sure
gotta remember,
you end it."
you got to remember they've changed the format, and then you've got a 5-0 defeat in the final after you change the format to make it more competitive.
A washout.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So it looks bad on them. Yeah, done it.
No
5-0.
referee's gonna watch prime Deontay Wilder just knock down someone 6 times and just think, enough's enough.
Yeah,
apparently happened. Real Madrid beat Frankfurt 7-3 in the final.
But that's only a 4-goal deficit. I say only.
This
This was
I reckon was that like
Hold on, when was that? 1945.
1940s.
I don't, Richie. I don't think it was 1945 for all years, but I it was probably
Frankfurt. When was the last time Frankfurt would have been in the European final?
Frankfurt.
We've got to at least go back to the 60s, maybe. Like, come on, that's got to be way back for that. Fuck you know. In fact, I'm gonna Google that because I'm actually.
It must have been the 50s, man, because we ain't heard Frankfurt. German. Come on, Bayern's been running that league for how many years now, man?
Do you know how dominant a 5-0 win is?
Yeah.
You know, all my days, I was actually on the money. 1960. The game happened in 1960.
Safe. What Elizabeth? What? How many Elizabeths were there at that time? How many Elizabeths have been? I'm not history, man.
It was the 1959-60 season. Yeah, 7-3.
That's when's the wait? No, I was about to say, was that the Tudor times?
You're bad with those Tudor times.
That's crazy.
You know,
it's still the same. It's still the same. What's it?
I was about to say Anne Boleyn and them man there. No,
Anne Boleyn. You're taking months, man. Come on, man. What are we dealing with here? Well, Henry VIII was in charge of saying, you're going mad.
We say put the scrolls in the bag.
Are you, man? 120. Hold on, what was it? 127,000 capacity Glasgow for that game. Mad.
Yeah, all standing. That's the thing.
Yeah, all standing. Yeah.
Wait, 127,000. Can we get that to this day? Isn't the record like 70k or something to this day?
But no, for seeing that was standing. Remember back in the day,
Wembley holds like a 90k much. What are you doing, bro?
Huh?
What's going on with you right now, bro? What's
What'd you say?
Man, first you said it's the Tudors. It's 70,000 the record. What are we doing, bro?
What's the record for? What's the record up the
Dean, I
stadium?
told you about these YNs, bro. I told you about
These YNs are killing me.
I'll go and take your cod liver oil, man. I'm tired of you. Go take your cod liver oil, man. No,
I told you about these YNs, bro.
go take where Cal. Listen, listen.
70,000 the record now.
Listen,
What?
I'll get.
1960 was
Don't
Tuesday.
let me come up.
I know.
Go have your milk and magnesium, fam. Whatever your milk and magnesium.
Milk and magnesium.
Go have your milk and magnesium.
1960 was a tune, isn't it, fam?
He's taking the mic, bro. He's taking the mic.
Our
He's taking
70K
the
is
mic.
massive,
Your
bro.
milk and
Must be the
magnesium,
biggest
man.
stadium in the world, fam.
He's
No,
taking the mic, bro.
What is it New Camp, innit? I think New Camp holds 108,000, I think it is.
Is it 108?
I think
your
New
milk and
Camp has
magnesium, man.
108,000.
What?
He's taking the mic. Milk and magnesium.
Man ran the Tudors. Man had Frankfurt playing with the Tudors and them, man. Henry
I
and
know.
them, man. Yeah.
He's taking the piss, bro. He was around in the 60s. He's crazy.
Oh,
Mom's
fam, I
taking the
didn't even know
piss.
the I didn't even know the 60s existed, fam. I didn't
I
even know.
know.
Bro, moving like I'm Gen Z or something, man. Cal, so back to my
Whoa.
question: did we get were there Olays? Were there Olays back in 05? Were there Olays?
Mons is mugging us off. Boy, Cal, Mons is mugging us off.
I
Mons
know,
is mugging
of
us off.
course.
Brother, I watched that game. I'm just saying, was there Olays at 3-0?
Nah, they weren't. They weren't.
Cal, I know you remember crystal clear.
In
Was there
05, no,
Olays?
they wasn't, but they were celebrating in the locker room at half
They
time.
were celebrating. They were going off celebrating. It was
That's
nuts.
probably why they were so drunk in the second half.
It was heartbreaking seeing them not smiling in man's face. It was crazy, bro.
I said
Crazy.
Sorrel. Do you know how much I hate Sorrel?
It's
Nah,
rubbish.
Sorrel's nice, man. You don't like Sorrel? I like
You gotta have soul. You gotta be mixed with something. You can't just be butt naked.
man.
Soul's crazy.
Cal, listen, if you ever call me YN again, bro, just go sip on that Piriton, man. Just
But I just don't know, brother. 70K, brother, and you thought that was a world record. I don't get it, man.
World record is crazy. World record. Any school.
Anne Boleyn and them, man. Did Henry the
Yeah,
Eighth?
listen,
Did
man, Cal,
Henry the
please.
Eighth? Did Henry
Cal,
the Eighth?
please.
Did he toss the coin, fam? Was it him
Cal,
that tossed the
put
coin?
the
for
scrolls in the
people?
bag, innit? Cal, put the scrolls in the bag, man. Put the scrolls in the bag, innit?
Nice.
Hey, I'm only asking because I generally like I didn't know Real Madrid even beat scoring 7 goals in the final is nutty though. That is
It
nutty.
was a long time ago,
But you've
man. We
also
don't know what we don't know what the
conceded
circumstances.
3, innit?
might have
5-0
been.
is about as all right. I'm gonna put it into context. Remember when we went to Old Trafford and beat them 5-0?
Yeah.
What was worse, that game or when we beat Spurs 6-3?
No, Old Trafford 5-0. Come on.
Right then.
What about when we beat? What about 7-7? What about when we lost 7-2?
7-0 just.
Oh, Mons, why are you bringing that up for? We didn't lose that.
So I'll say, what about when we lost
Adrian lost that. Adrian lost that fight game.
Yeah, I'll
We
find
didn't-
it was my memory.
No,
bro.
I'll be
What
honest.
was it?
Bad deflections.
Adrian was in goal.
I'm convinced Adrian came to Liverpool to try and sabotage everything we worked for on the club.
Yeah.
I'm
He did.
convinced.
And
Put
we
him
offered
in the
him
book.
another contract. He didn't take it.
We're the only team that offered him new contracts
And he turned down.
in his entire footballing career.
Imagine
We
that.
did that.
Imagine that. He got to 33 years old before he got his first contract extension.
Renewal.
That's
Crazy.
crazy.
That's
You should have
crazy.
saved that header from Enzo Fernandez as well.
I was going to say he did a madness in the cup final as well, innit?
You should have saved that header from Enzo. Should have saved it.
I think he's been paid off by Chelsea all these years. Remember back in 1920 when we played him in the FA Cup and we lost 2-0?
19 what?
1920.
19 what?
20 season, don't do.
Oh, I'm thinking, what? I can't even back you with that, Cal. I can't even back that. 1920.
The 1920 season, we lost the game 2-0 and he was at fault for both goals, I think.
I remember that game, yeah.
He's been getting paid for a while. Been getting paid
Once his
for a
head's
while.
gone. Oh, his head's gone.
You man are crazy. How am I going to correlate 1920 with Adrian?
I don't know. You said it, bro. You went.
We're saying that
1920.
is he a time traveler now? Is that what we're saying?
You said you remember in 1920. I can't back that, Carl.
Yeah.
I'll back to everything you said, but I can't back. Can you remember 1920? I can't.
You're psychos, man.
He's an idiot. I swear he's an idiot. He's such an idiot.
You know, you know what?
1920. What?
I'm loving this though because Monts is drunk off of success. This is what winning breeds. It breeds joy and happiness. You know. What I'm saying?
Sorry. No, but you know what? It's just Cal doing all the white end jokes, and for him to say "remember in 1920." Sorry, the irony of that is. Hey, Cal, you are. Hey, top. That's top, man. I'm actually in tears. There's tears running down my eyes. Sorry. Someone talk about Kerkez quickly, man, before we run this, man. Fucking hell, man.
No, quick question. How far down are we on Kirk? Pause. That sounded crazy. Let me start again. Let me start that again. I said pause. Let me start that again. Let me start that sentence again. That sentence sounded crazy. Okay, edit this stuff.
This isn't Big Six Black. This is Big Six Band. Come on, bro.
Bro. Let me start that sentence again, yeah?
Yeah, lava flash, bro.
How far along the line are we done this deal? I can't even phrase it no more. I can't even phrase it. It scarred me. I can't even phrase it no more, bro.
I do it for you, but how far along in negotiations did you think we are?
Yes, thank you. I was so rattled. I couldn't even say I want to say it.
I would say about 70%, bro. I reckon we got that Kerkez deal about 70% complete.
Me, I think it gets done by the end of the week. You know.
Yeah, Sam.
If we do Fring Pong Friday, if we got Fring Pong Friday, right? We've got a K and a W. So how do we can do Florian Friday, so we can wait a week and we can do Florian Friday.
I reckon it'll be Monday. I reckon it'll be Wirtz Wednesday next week.
Me lost Monday. I like that. Me lost Monday. I like that.
So how many players can we sign in this window, this little short window?
Well, it goes until the 10th, but then the real one opens on the 17th, so I don't even know why they're closing it. It doesn't make any sense. The window's shutting for 7 days. What kind of stupidness?
Wait, when is it shut? When is the window shut?
It shuts on the 10th and then it opens again on the 17th.
What day?
So
that's next
it's
Monday.
Just closing for 7 days for what?
That don't make sense.
How long is the Club World Cup? Only 10 days.
No, the Club World Cup doesn't start for a little while, but they're letting people who are remember the Premier League have only said everyone can do it to keep it fair. Really, it's only meant to be teams that are in it. But then the Premier League are like, well, that ain't fair because you can buy players then. So they've said anyone in the Prem can buy players. So yeah.
Why have they changed the Club World Cup format?
Wait, so
money, bro.
What happens now if you win the Super Cup? You don't get to play it. There's not the old Club World Cup thing again. So
I don't think so.
Huh.
But what is this anyway? What is this? What is this about?
It's every 4 years, fam. The Club World Cup's going to be every 4 years, like a World Cup, but just for club teams. So,
but
who's going to be merit?
Who determines who's in it?
Rather than every year.
I think for the 4 years leading up to every tournament, I think it's every team who wins it or something like that. So, like all the teams that win it up until.
But there's teams like Dortmund and that in there.
I think for this first one they've put teams in there from something else, but then like later
it's from
on
the
down
coefficients in it. For now, it's
Why are we in it? Why aren't we in it?
We're not that high.
I think it was 5 years ago when we last won it, so we didn't qualify or something like that.
And we haven't got that far in. So I think obviously, what round did we get out of Europa for? Was that quarters? Was it quarters?
Yeah. It's going on them seasons there. I don't mind. I don't want to be in it. To be honest, like it's just
now would be why, man.
Since we won it,
it's going to ruin your season. It's going to ruin next season.
Was it round of 16? We got knocked out by Atletico. Then the season after that, I think it was quarterfinals against Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
Then
we weren't in it. Then it was it was Europa League. Well, not we were winning it. It was Europa League. Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then PSG, of course.
Let me ask you a little quick question. I know this is random, bro, but while it's on my mind, how in modern day football will you ever be able to create anything that has any kind of validity? So I reckon if this tournament had been invented 30 years ago, by now it would have prestige. Everybody would think it was a big thing to win. But because it's new, nobody cares, right? So how do you add validity to something new? I mean, you lot might not even have the answer, but I'm just trying to think, like, how can you create a new thing and everyone don't go, no, what's this dumb, stupid thing?
Money, bro. Money
and endorsements, true.
But this is money, G. They're 100 mil if you win this.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
wait, it's what? It's how much?
The team who
100
wins
mil
this
for the
tournament months gets 100 M's, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy now. It's going to be taken seriously now.
That's mad.
People going to start
Crazy.
saying they won something.
I feel like we should have been in this competition.
Smoke, bro. Like,
no, sorry, I nearly died for a second, innit?
I really caught your card, didn't it? Like,
Brother, it looked like I smoked 50 fags a day for a second. No, hold on a minute. No, hold on a minute. 100 M's. I said 100 M's. Hold on.
I think you get like 20, 30 mil just for competing in it.
That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
trust us to miss out by 1 year. Trust us to miss out.
I know.
No, with our
No, but we don't want to be in there though, Cal. You know, their pre-season's going to be all over the place because of that tournament.
I bet you any money John W. Henry tried to get us in that competition.
Of course he did.
Yeah,
of course he did.
You know, he probably thinks we're in it, and that's why he's commissioned Wirtz. And then when the tournament starts and we're not in there, he's gonna be like, "Hold on, what the fuck?"
He's like, I'm watching CBS at the moment. My car Richard know them. Where Liverpool at? Call Michael, tell him the deal off. The deal is off. I'm getting the money to pay for that Florian guy. What's his name?
That Florian guy.
Florian Wirtz. Yeah, cut the deal now.
Nah, man. It's apparently we was offered to play in the tournament, but we turned it down. Is that our team?
What?
There's no way we turn that down. No way we turn that down. No
we
way.
front and centered the Super League, bro. No one you guys on.
I don't think we turned that.
Front and center of the Super League for real. Their faces are on the screen.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. Yeah, no, I just think that 100 mil is great, but would you take it for an injury-stricken season? Because I genuinely think that's what it could do to your squad. No, like Club World Cup, then pre-season, then season starts after the amount of games players have to play anyways.
It don't make no sense, bro. It makes no sense. When they play, where's the rest? What you gone into the season tired already?
I think people like is our clubs like Palmeiras in there. Like, are we gonna get to see like Esteval kid play?
Yeah. So it'll be all of the like from Asia, from it must be all the continents, right? It must be like all of the best teams from every part of the continent.
It's always like
how many teams are in it?
32, I think.
32.
It's too much, man. They've gone too far.
So yeah, bro. You know, actually, fucking hell, it starts in 12 days. Bayern play. Bro, wait, Inter Miami are in it. What the fuck?
Yeah, Messi's in there, isn't it?
Messi's in it. It's Messi in there.
What? Wait, Messi Suarez in that? Ain't no way.
Wait. FIFA gonna start a brand new competition where either have Cristiano or Messi in there. Come on, you lot, catch up, man.
Well, ain't you heard that Cristiano just wants to make a one month signing to whoever's in the tournament?
What? So, hold on, wait, hold on, whoa. Do you say they're gonna sign him for a month? No,
yeah.
What are we doing then? What's going on there, man? No, they're taking man.
Look
Football
at,
now.
Look at this. So Inter Milan are playing Al Ali. It's killing me because Atletico play PSG. Palmeiras. Oh wait, so Esteban. Yeah, so Palmeiras are playing. Wait, is Esteban? Has he made his move to Chelsea already, or is he gonna play this game?
Chelsea's in it. What's Chelsea?
So will Esteban play this game then?
Chelsea won the Champions League 3 years ago. G, remember?
Yeah,
wait, are Chelsea playing another Conference League side? Were these men in the Conference League? I swear these men were in the conference.
Oh, that looks like oh no, it's not the team I'm thinking about.
What?
Yeah, I'm sure these men were in the conference league.
Club Leon and I think one other team are connected. Because there was a rumor that one of them weren't allowed to play in the World Club Cup.
What are they? Is that a Mexican team? What?
Hold on, let me find
team,
that.
yeah. No, they weren't in the. I don't think they're in the conference.
They're just making up these rules as they go, man.
No, this was actually a case. This Club Leon was a case. So Club Leon was removed from the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup due to violating multi-club ownership rules. Both Club Leon and Pachuca are owned by the Grupo Pachuca. That's crazy. FIFA regulations prohibit two clubs from the same ownership from participating in the same tournament. So I think they've either made an exception or the other club's been kicked out.
Hold on. Philip Coutinho. Who is Coutinho playing for? Vasco da Gama. Are they in?
Did you lot see Coutinho doing that interview the other day and then the gunshots went off?
No.
Hilarious. He was doing an interview at the training ground and then all you heard is bat, bat, bat in the background and it was like, and then man just got back to it like, yeah, that just regular day at training, just gunshots in the background.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bro, I'm seeing all of the Mexican and Brazil. Bro, Botafogo are here. This is Matt Flamengo are here. Boca Juniors. The South American man them are around. River Plate. Yeah, Fluminense. Yeah, wait.
I think the tournament's probably going to be entertaining, but I just don't know whether the quality is going to be very high.
Who's at Fluminense right now? Yeah, Thiago Silva's gone back there, isn't it?
What times are the games?
1 and 2 in the morning, bro, because it's in America.
The games are
in the bag.
Huh?
Put the fries in the bag, bro. 1 and 2 in the morning.
11. No, 8 p.m. So this game's 1 in the morning.
There's a few early ones in
5, 8, 11, 3, 8. Botafogo playing at 3 a.m. Yuck.
Yeah, it's Botafogo. That's why.
The South American games are at mad times. I'll be real. They're at mad times. But like Inter Milan are at 2 a.m. Tell a lie.
I didn't realize there were some 5 o'clock games and 8 o'clock.
Oh, Real Madrid versus Al Hilal. Doesn't Al Hilal have like Koulibaly in that? Isn't this Neymar's team?
Yeah. They're one of the big Saudi teams.
Oh, Neymar's gone back to Brazil.
Yeah, no, I'm saying Neymar was at Al Hilal.
Oh, okay.
I'll be honest with you, lot, though.
Yeah, look
you
at
see
this.
Chelsea, Man City.
Wait,
Chelsea and Man City.
They're their team now.
Man, I'm looking at this. Mitrovic, Cancelo, Neves, Malcolm, Koulibaly.
This is one of the 4 Saudi teams that's got money in it.
Milinkovic, Savic, Renan Lodi. Huh?
Hold on, this is their team right now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, they got a team going on.
I'm not even in it.
All right, Cal, do you remember the days when Milinkovic Savic was the baller in Europe, bro? That's mad, isn't it?
How old is Milinkovic Savic? I swear he's not even 31.
He can't even be that old, to be honest.
No, he can't be old.
He is. Milinkovic Savic is 30. Turned 30 this year.
30, just turned 30. Yeah, I remember when he was Europe's baller, boy.
Lazio was only, when did he leave Lazio? He was only 22, 23, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
These are Bruno Fernandes numbers, isn't it? Really? These are Bruno Fernandes numbers. Yeah, no, but Al Hilal. Al Hilal, all right. So what? So Ronaldo's team's not in this.
No, he's
so is
left
that why he's
now,
trying to move?
His contract was up with them.
He'll get a move.
So is he just trying to move to a team that's in this? Then
yeah,
I bet he'll play for free just so that he can go and play in the tournament.
The guy's a mercenary, bro. He'll probably get paid directly from FIFA. How about that, Drew?
Yeah,
that's true, isn't it?
Pay for any team. Pick a team you want to pay for. That's what they'll tell him. You'll pay your wages.
I'll pay good money though to see Inter Miami play like a PSG in it. I'd pay good money to see that.
They'll get moved up. Inter Miami
bro, Cal, you know Inter Miami are like mid table, like to like bottom of the table team in it.
That's basically Messi's team, and he's brought a couple brethrens over.
Yeah, but you would have thought Inter Miami were like top of their league. You know, that's not the case, in it. With Inter Miami, huh? Even Neymar's team, Santos are like not relegation, but like they're not no. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know what?
You watch these games. You watch these games, Monks.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I watched a few Santos games. Still, I do watch a few Santos games. Neymar's my guy.
For years.
These men are most likely gonna play a reserve team, you know, because they've got big pardon the pun, they got bigger fish to fry when the season starts. So you see, like the big teams, Juve, Chelsea, Man City. I doubt they'll go heavy in every single game. They'll probably lose some younger players, rotational, because they can't burn their big boys out before the season starts like that.
There's got to be some stipulation in there, man, that you got to pay your players.
Them players are
going to just go there. Surely you can't go there with your reserve team.
No, I've actually just checked the season. To be fair, they've moved up to 3rd place now. Before, at the start, they were doing shit. They were like mid-table into Miami. But they're 3rd
my
now.
days, is that true? Almost saying the rules of the tournament are that the best players have to play. Surely you can't tell them who they've got to play.
Oh
no, you can't turn up. You can't be getting paid.
I know they fake the injuries. They'll fake the injuries. They'll definitely fake the injuries.
Morality in football is gone, bro. It's gone.
Yeah, I hear it.
With that money, you have to be paying your players, man. You can't turn up to this thing, expect to get paid 30 million and pay your reserves.
Yeah, Santos are 18th in the league. You know, Santos are 18th in the league, and Neymar just got a red card in their latest game.
Oh, bloody
yeah. Santos are 18th. 2 wins, 2 draws, 7 losses. Mad. Even Coutinho's team are doing better than them. Even Coutinho's team is 15th. And it's mad because even I think Lucas Moura's team. Lucas
Moura, he's not playing football still, surely not.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
My God.
Yeah, bro. It's
what is going on there?
What's the name? It's the team with the 2 sides on their thing. You don't know what team I'm talking about. That Lucas Moura come from. Do you know what team I'm talking about?
No.
I didn't know.
I don't watch Brazilian football, bro. But I watch it.
The 2 sides.
Sao Paulo.
I was doing a John Cena, bro. I said,
you know,
bro, Sao Paulo, yeah, Sao Paulo, brother. Have you not seen the Sao Paulo badge? It's red on one side and thing on the other. You don't see the Sao Paulo, brother.
You just said the thing with
us in the Super Cup, pal. How can you not know?
You said the 2 sides.
You said that. You're not that to us. What's that mean?
You lot are taking the piss, man. Anyway, yeah, ain't no Club World Cup thing for us in it. Like, it's not that. It's gonna be interesting to watch, but I still think that the transfer market will be more entertaining than the Club World Cup.
Oh, it's gonna be a super summer. It's gonna be an absolute super summer, bro. Everyone's
We're
gonna be
involved for
buying at
once,
least
that's
4 or
why.
5 players. It's gonna be interesting, man. Newcastle, they've got to do what they can to now break into being a title contending team rather than a top 5 team. Aston Villa are gonna be trying to sort out their PSR issues. Then you've got obviously Chelsea. You've got Man United seem to be doing business. I don't know how, but Man United are doing business.
Oh, that's what I don't know. How's Man United doing business?
But I think that's a catastrophe that Newcastle haven't gone and gotten Bremo, though. That's a catastrophe.
Didn't I say that?
That would have been a nice catastrophe.
Like a proper catastrophe. Like, bro, and Mbeumo, Isak, Gordon, Tonali, Joe Linton, Bruno Guimaraes.
Yeah, it would have been a good move for them, man. Would have been a good move for them.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know the Arsenal man was saying they're gonna get Mbeumo. Yeah. I know. We're gonna cook them tomorrow. T-Way. We're gonna cook Casey, Kevin. We're gonna cook them up tomorrow. I'm gonna chef up kids.
Why would he ever have gone there to sit on the bench? They would have never gone there in that.
I said that move was weird.
Why would he go there?
You know, Arsenal fans are delusional enough to think that a player of Mbeumo's level is going to go and be back up to Saka.
Player that's younger than him is crazy. No sense.
Liverpool still. I was gonna open that for Liverpool still.
No, but we're on a different level, Cal.
I know.
When you're a backup at Liverpool, you still lift trophies and get medals round your neck. What do you get for being a backup at Arsenal? A thank you.
Yeah.
At least they get a barbecue though.
No, that was Man U, bro. That's
what I'm saying. The Man U didn't get the barbecue. That's my point, bro.
Arsenal would
hold on.
probably just have one of those. What's that? Is it a tea party in the street? You know, you just put a couple tables in the middle of the road.
The middle of the road. Yep.
That's what Arsenal do, bro.
The twist is though, Arteta's still letting traffic through, so can they really even sit comfortable, bro?
And he's letting pickpocketers in as well, blood.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Dimitri, hold on. Just a bit of trivia. Dimitri Payet and Coutinho play for the same team.
Oh, Mons, get out of it. Payet don't play football no more. Get out of it. There's no way Payet plays football, bro.
These men are still kicking ball.
There's no way Payet plays football.
They are still, bro.
They must be terrorizing midfields in that league.
Bro, plays football.
Bro, they're still kicking ball. How about this? Do you know who also plays for this team? João Texteira. Remember the one that we were linked to?
The super kid that was in the 90s.
Yeah, Cardenas. Yep. Huh?
João Texteira was a Liverpool player. You're thinking about Alex Teixeira.
No, I'm talking about. Yeah, sorry. That's his name. Sorry, Alex Teixeira.
Oh, yeah.
Not João Texteira. Yeah. Alex Teixeira, the one that Liverpool. We was linked to. Remember, we were linked to him and who was the other one? Not Tyson. We weren't linked to Tyson. Who was we linked to? Was it just Teixeira?
Talisca.
Was it Anderson Talisca? Yeah. But Alex Teixeira plays for that team. Payet and Coutinho, they all play for that team.
They're taking a mick, man.
They're 15.
Taking a mick.
They're 15.
They shouldn't be. They're taking a mick, man.
They're just playing for vibes.
Check the private chat once.
Sorry, yeah. No, we're gonna round off though. You lot, listen. Great. Wait, has someone raided us? Someone raided us
at this late stage.
Has someone raided us?
Injury time raiding is crazy, man. What's going on?
Nah, bro. Someone raided us. No one's raided us, have we? No one's raided us. The BSB community just be that lit. You know what I'm saying? But listen, you lot, we're gonna redirect to Flawless, innit? We're gonna redirect to Flawless. Listen, I think the Wirtz move happens. I'm quite confident. Hopefully, as I said, I do think though that Kerkez will be revealed or announced before Florian Wirtz. Does anyone think otherwise?
No, man.
I don't know if I'd go and say before. No,
I think Wirtz will be done.
You think
maybe
Wirtz?
Very close though. Maybe a few days apart. Maybe something like that.
You think Wirtz is second?
Yeah,
no, I think Wirtz happens.
Yeah,
first.
I think Wirtz gets done next year.
Yeah. Wirtz next.
All right, well, we'll see. But you lot, smash the like button, drop a comment, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you also subscribe to FamZone TV on Coppish. It's in the title below. Big up everyone. I've just put the link to the Discord as well. Make sure you guys join our Discord and chop it up with me and the Mandem. It's like a group chat. It's like the Mandem group chat in it, but obviously BSB, the BSB version as well. So it's in the chat. You lot, it's been another episode of Big Six Bants. Thank you for the super chats as well. And make sure you guys get enough so Cal can buy his milk and magnesium as well. And yeah, man, get him some period on the
stay away from that switches. Stay away from them switches, bro. Yeah, man.